Hello, my spiritual beings. Julia Hartstein here. I just wanted to share a little spiritual story with you and my pussycat Anthony. All right, say hello, Anthony. He's starving. He wants to eat. Yeah, I know. You're purring. You want to eat? So, Anthony, I have four cats, by the way, all saved. Anthony's the oldest. He's 14 years old. Right? Show off your 14-year-old little body. Right? Nobody thinks he's 14 years old. Anyway, he is named after Saint Anthony. And since we like to share stories, I had saved him back when I lived in my parents' house in Queens. I had two other cats at the time, and I had heard meowing in the back. My house was behind Northern Boulevard, and it was behind a library and a gas station. I was the second house in. So it was a house next to me that was actually next to the gas station. And I heard this cat meowing, didn't think anything of it because there was always strays around. And the next day, I guess I was doing whatever I did. I can't even remember. I got home and I'm in the driveway and I can hear this cat meowing again. Because my cats, the ones I had at the time were in the window looking. And I'm thinking, oh, this cat's got to be stuck if I'm still hearing this meow. So I wind up finding that it's stuck in the back of the gas station area. And kitten, maybe 10 to 12 weeks old, and it's something he could have gotten out of, but he kept meowing. And at the time, I had been, Catholic, calling on Saint Anthony, but not remembering Saint Anthony's name. I just knew he was the one who helped you find things, but I couldn't remember his name, which is funny, right? So I was like, oh, if I could just help remember your name. I'm like, listen, you help me save this cat and I'll name it after you and tell everybody why I named it Anthony. Right? Because cat's name's Anthony. Why? That's a little weird. And so lo and behold, I jump over this thing, help save the cat, and it's a little boy, and his name is Anthony. So that is one of my spiritual stories. I do have four cats, all of them saved and named after whoever helped save them at the time, so to speak. My next oldest cat is Mars. I saved her at a 30 Seconds to Mars concert. Frances would be after that, and that worked out perfect because Frances works for a boy or a girl, but she's a little girl, the pink nose. And Kichu is my youngest. He's my pandemic pussycat. Kichu is Ukrainian for kitten, and I saved him about a month after my mother crossed over. And I felt it was just kind of her way of being like, hey, I'm still here. Here's a pussycat to make you happy. So that is my story about Anthony and my spiritual story and something I was doing before I even realized what I was doing as a healer or the connection that I have spiritually, right? Because I always felt there was, growing up Catholic, I guess the tendency is to say more so that I was religious, although I didn't consider it religious. I was more on the spiritual end of it because I wasn't so ingrained in it the way others were. Friends were, family members, older, right? So that is my Saint Anthony story. And if you have any stories, I would love to hear them. And I will talk to you soon. Many blessings. Love you.